Okie dokie. Hopefully I am listenable or you can hear me. This is going to be a quick run through of how to do calendar events. It's very, very tedious, which is why I am talking with Judy right now to see if there's a way that she can make it so I can just go in and make all these events for our class calendar. You can see here she's added a couple of lecture events. But this is my setup I have going on right now. You can see the orange here. If I click this, it'll remove my events. So the orange is what I've created, and it's only visible on my calendar. But I've made, until the 7th, uh, lecture tabs for each day that we have lectures. At the time, you can see 11:30. So if we go on and click that, you can see here we have the event itself that I went on ahead and made. And like I said, this is very, very tedious. But I did it anyway, so please thank me. Again, you will have to do this for yourself until I or Judy am able to do it like this. I'm going to send this video to Judy, so hopefully she will kind of do the same thing that I did. But you can see here I have a link for joining the actual lecture on the day at what time? 11:30 to 12:50, because that's when we have lecture. So if we click this link, it'll actually pull up the Zoom meeting, and we hit open Zoom meeting, and it'll we'll go to the meeting when the day it is. And then important information we have before lecture, okay, what needs to be done before. So chapter 2 of our textbook, again, I've linked this here. So we open this up, and what do we have? Well, if it'll load, slowly but surely, we have chapter 2 of the textbook. Now, you don't have to go in and link every single chapter, because like I said, this is already as tedious as it really needs to be. But yeah, and then in here we have just a short description of what the class is going to be. I got this, quick tip, syllabus, class schedule, right? So everything you see here, so what day is that? The 28th? So 9/28 right there. The value of social psychology research, how psychologists test ideas for group 1. And of course I got it from also the touchstone, which was in the modules that she did for week 1. Was it week 2? No, sorry. It's for week 1. It's this thing here. Anyway, so yeah, so this is what we have, and then we have homework, things that are due for the next class, or things that you should be working on. And again, here I have actually gone in and linked the assignment that we have coming up that everyone seems to be freaking out about, the discussion post. All right. So this is what we are working with right now. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this one by one, slowly but surely. This is going to take a while, so please hang in there with me. So we are going to go to the 12th. Now, I have a midterm paper here. Not sure entirely what the prompt is because Mr. Hakeem Naeem has not told me, but I have a midterm paper due on the 12th. So we're going to go on ahead. Since it's a Monday, we have lecture that day. We're going to click on the day we want the event. See? And click. Take a minute. So now we're brought up with this prompt menu to create a new event. So we're going to go to more options. Always do this because then it's going to pull up this guy, right? And it gives you an entire text box to play with here. Okay, so event title, we are going to put in Psych 240 lecture. The first thing we are going to do, we're going to hit Control B to make it bold. Join lecture here, right? Okay, and now we're going to hyperlink it by using our Zoom link. Oh, whoops. Ah, nuts. Did that just delete what I did? No. Okay, so we still got something. Alright, this is my first time doing this, so please hang in there with me. Again, we're going to go to here. Now, for Zoom links, when we hit cancel, in the URL box, we are hit with this success part, this portion. Disregard that, because you only need this part, because otherwise what will happen when you put this link in is it will just bring you up this. And when system dialog prompts click open Zoom meetings, will not be there. And I will show you, see, when we put in success again, it doesn't open up the dialog box. But if we put it in without the success, now we're given the prompt, okay? So make sure you copy just this portion here, okay? So write Control C for copy. As many of you are familiar with, we're all college students, we've all done it. Don't lie. Okay, now Control B, join, lecture here, okay, on bold, and we're going to highlight this. Why are we highlighting this? Because we are going to do a hyperlink. So we're going to go up to this guy right up here. It says link to URL. Click it, and now you paste your link. So paste for the lecture, insert link, and now as you can see, we've created a hyperlink here. So when the event gets posted and you click on it, it will take you to this screen here with the prompt dialog. Alright, now, once you put in a link, anything you type afterwards will also be hyperlinked. So make sure you type out what you're going to do first and then highlight the portion you want to have hyperlinked. Otherwise, everything is just going to be this nice hyperlink blue color. So we're going to hit enter to, make a new tab. Control B, or actually, no, we're going to keep that on. And we're going to type in before lecture. Things that need to be done before lecture, okay? And now, this is where the handy dandy syllabus comes in. And we're going to pull this guy up. So what day is this? This is the 10th, October 12th. So we're going to pull up this guy, okay? And again, this isn't an exact list. Obviously, it's always going to be subject to change, so just keep that in mind. But again, this is, I'm trying to help make things a little bit easier for everyone. So we're going to look at this guy, okay? So Chapter 4, Social Cognition. This is what the reading is, and it's posted all through here, okay? So we have Studying Social Cognition. Now you can go on ahead and just copy paste this if that's the easiest way to do it. And we're just going to do that for simplicity of this quick walkthrough. And I'm just going to paste it down here. So before lecture, have read Chapter 4, Social Cognition, PP, goes page number, 99 to 117. Okay? Now, some weeks, see, as you can see here, for Monday and Wednesday, we both have Chapter 4 readings, because this is the first half of Chapter 4, and this is the second half. She didn't do that with week 1 because, obviously, it was on a Friday lecture already. So, because we started school on Wednesday. Anyway, trying to keep this as simple as possible. I know if you're still here with me, which hopefully you are, I'd appreciate it. I know this video is going to be super, super long, but please, again, hang in there. So this is what the agenda and whatnot is going to look like on Monday. And for the other weeks that she's posted, of course, there's a more in-depth kind of situation going on, which for the first week is how I pulled all my information. So we can see what everything is going to be. This is very helpful that she's posted this. Very useful. So anyway, we're going to go back to this. Okay. So before our lecture, have read Chapter 4, Social Cognition, page 99 to 117. Now, if you feel very, we're going to bold that just because I like to have my page numbers. Things that you should be paying attention to, I like to have bolded. I feel like that's the proper use of it. So if you really want to get fancy with it, you can even hyperlink your book to this. So we're going to go to Western Links. And of course, if you have a PDF file, probably won't be able to do that. But maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to this. I just figured out how to do all this. So yeah. So we have our textbook here because I went on ahead and paid the $100-some for it. And we're going to just click that little box. We're going to come down here to Chapter 4 just to make things a little bit easier. I always like to have my I don't know if you noticed, but I keep going back to it. I have an entire folder of links, categorized by the quarter as well as the class, right? Everything's in there that I'll need. But, again, makes it easier. And if I get administrative privileges, which she's trying to do, I will just link all these for you so you don't even have to open it up. And of course, if you haven't purchased the textbook, it's probably not going to be there, but we'll see it. We'll see how it works. So here we have chapter 4. We're just going to copy this, and it's going to be the same exact thing we did with the. Uh, why am I joining a meeting? It's going to be the same exact thing as we did with the lecture, right? So we're just going to highlight the portion that we want hyperlinked. You can do the whole thing, but sometimes it'll come up all wacky where each individual bit will be separated by its own link. It'll all be the same link, but it's all individually hyperlinked. So we're going to take this, Control V, Control C, Control V. We're all very familiar with it because, again, we are college students. And now we have a link to where we should start our reading. And again, this part is bolded, so we know when to stop. Page 117. Okay? Now, again, very long-winded way of doing this, but it is efficient nonetheless. So our agenda, you can bold it. I don't think the rest of mine are bolded, so I'm going to keep it uniform here. Okay? And what we are going to do for the day, we're going to come up here, make a bullet list. I like to keep things fancy, I like to keep it good. So these are going to be our talking points during lecture. Okay? Things that we are going to talk about during lecture, things that you should be prepared to comment on, or any kind of just to sort of give you an idea of what to expect when you show up for your Zoom lecture. Okay? So we have studying social cognition, the information available for social cognition, how information is presented, and how we seek information. Now that is what the agenda is. But we also have, I don't know if you noticed down here, Group 7. Well, what does that mean? Well, I figured it out to be, it is who is in the spotlight for that lecture day. So spotlight is on Group 7. Okay? And again, it's not all entirely going to be correct because she hasn't released an entire quarter's worth of modules yet, so we don't know because this is an evolving situation. The whole world's in shambles, so everything's kind of coming together as it comes together. So I'm going to actually just pull up my my calendar just so I can make sure everything is uniform, and I don't want to lose this event I've created. So we are looking at, let's see, example, okay. So yeah, discussion group 11. So now we're going to do homework and things. Bolded because, of course, it is very important that you notice what your homework is. Okay. Whoop. Always important. Muy importante. We're going to make another bullet list. I'm going to get rid of this. Boy, I am sure I'm taking a while to do this, huh? So we have now things that we need to be working on. So if we'll go back to the syllabus here, we will see on Wednesday, okay, we need to have the chapter finished. This should be the end of, the chapter. If we end at page 117, then 118 to 137, commonsensically, it should be the end of that chapter. So that's what we're going to put in there. Homework. Have finished, we can say that. And even back up here, we'll just change this. It's all in the language. If you use passive language, you're probably going to be more likely to actually do the assignment. So start reading. Don't have read. Start reading. And now, have finished chapter 4. And again, you can hyperlink it. I don't really see the use in that since that's kind of redundant. But you could hyperlink it to be the next set of pages. If this hyperlink was just 99 to 117, then your next link here could start at 118 to 137. Is that what it was? So have finished chapter 4. Bolded PP 118 to 137. Okay, that's the first thing we need to have finished. What's the second thing? Well, let's hop over to our calendar. Or even the syllabus could probably give us a good idea. So this course reserves thing, I wasn't exactly entirely sure what that is, but we can see here that there's a homework assignment. Okay, but we also have, if I remember correctly, should have another assignment due before here. So we're going to go ahead and hop over to October. And what day were we creating this for? The 12th? Yes. Okay, so that assignment is already passed. But, oh, and here's my spotlight discussion. So it looks like Judy has gone in and actually added a lot of events in the time that I've actually been making this video. But again, she and I are in talks trying to figure this all out. So let's assume we were making it for the 5th and that this assignment was due. Okay? So we can actually right-click on this assignment when you pull it up on here and go to copy link address. Okay? And so, again, let's pretend, who am I? 2-page reflective paper. Okay? Again, we're pretending that this is due sometime in the future past when we made this event. When in reality it's due on, I'll just give you a quick little spoiler alert. It's due on the 9th at 11:59 p.m. Commit that to memory. Doesn't open up until the 2nd, so don't even need to worry about it for a couple more days. Almost an entire week, in fact. Boy howdy. Okay. So we've copied the link address, and I'll do this again just because I keep hopping back and forth. So we highlighted who am I. We're gonna link to URL, Control V, insert link, and now the assignment within Canvas is now linked to it. And I will show you a previous version that I did it with this. We can see if we open up the 5th, okay. So again, we have our lecture link. We have this, and then if we click this link here, which is exactly what I did before, it opens up the actual assignment, but of course it's locked, so we'll do it with one that is unlocked, such as the assignment to ethical guidelines. So if we click on that one, okay, now it pulls up the whole assignment and everything. Ignore my long-winded reply to that one. But, so that's the gist of linking things. You do it whether there's a link or not, and even if there isn't, again, you can always pull up the syllabus and look and see if there's things that are due. So, homework assignment 4, online group sharing, topics of interest. We're actually going to add that. We're going to get rid of this because, again, we're going to pretend it doesn't actually, well, okay. We pretended that it was due, but not really, because I'm actually going to make this and save this for myself, just, so less to deal with. So, homework assignment 4, online group sharing. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I'm going to write it down anyway. So, homework assignment 4, online group sharing. And we're going to bold and italicize for due dates, because you really, really need to pay attention to those. Due Friday, 10/23 at 11:59 p.m. We're just actually going to copy paste that one, because I don't feel like typing. Copy paste. Due Friday, 11:59 p.m. Unitalicize. Wow. Italicize. Okay. And then, of course, if what I do on the days when things are due, I make the text a different color. See? So we can actually do that too. We can go back, go to text color, of course, and make that thing red, because red screams, hey, you should probably do this. So yeah, I guess that's really all I have. Oh, of course, we're gonna 11:30. Oh, 11:03:09. What time is that? 12:50 p.m. Okay. No, so we did that. So we've created the link now. All right. I hit the enter key. That's why I went to it. So now we're gonna pull this up. And look at all this great stuff. Look at all this. We got our lecture link. We have our chapter 4 link. Again, open it up. Takes us right to chapter 4, right where we need to be. Alright, so again, I mentioned that this was tedious, by which I mean I went on ahead and did that process for every single one of these days. And it might sound off-putting, but I promise you, it is going to help a shitload. Judy, disregard that last comment. Okay, I'm going to drop this in the Discord. I'm also going to send it to, I'm not going to expose everyone's identities to Judy. I'm going to drop it in the Discord. I'm also going to send it over to Judy, so maybe she can kind of do the same thing for us. It looks like she already has started. But you see, she put the link in the location menu, and that's what I did at first. But as you can see, it doesn't actually link it to anything. So what you have to do is you have to take that link and actually hyperlink it, or just type the link in the box. Which actually, hang on, let's test that theory really quick. If we just type a link in the text box, will it be a link? Let's see, just for the sake of experimentation, because I'm all about that. Okay, well, let's see. Just take a random link here. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Let's see though. Wait. Hey, does anyone remember what day I did it for? Anyone at all? Take a guess. Ah, yes. Okay. So it doesn't link it. So when you do it, you actually need to, again, you're gonna hit more options. You actually need to use the link to URL. Actually use that. Judy, I hope you paid attention to it thus far, because that is an important piece of the puzzle. So, yeah, that's our whole setup. Again, trying to convince Judy, well, not convince her, she's more than convinced to allow me to have like TA privileges, but she doesn't have the ability to grant those to me. And Joey and Toby and whoever else is, and Jack Bailey, whoever else is being super, super helpful in the Discord and super, super helpful in the class. I appreciate you guys. I'm sure if you talk to her, she would also be willing to do that to you. If that does happen, let's all get together and actually discuss the calendar events before we all just go on and start making them willy-nilly, and then we have like 6 lectures on one day. But yeah, she just needs to talk to the Canvas people or to the principals, or not principals, we're in college, not high school. The admin of the school, or whoever it is she needs to talk to get those abilities to grant me and other people that. So hopefully that happens soon. Again, thank you for sticking with me. If you stuck with me this far, I apologize for my loud family in the background. The Cowboys are playing against the Hawks today, and it is a very heated game. So, again, this is going to conclude our little walkthrough, and please give this a watch. I really hope this helps. If you have any further questions, feel free to either DM me on Discord or shoot me an email. Discord's probably going to be the easiest thing to do. But here, I will pull up a little guy. This is my email for anyone that wants to whatever. But yeah, or inbox me on Canvas too. Do that as well. Whatever you need, I'm here for you. We're going to get through this together, I promise. It's only 11 weeks. We got it. Again, I hope this helps. If it doesn't, let me know. I'll see what I can do. And shoot, maybe this could become a regular thing if it really needs to. If you guys are still confused on assignments within the next couple days, let me know. I will show you how to do it. I feel like I have a pretty good grip of understanding in this class, so just let me know. All right. Thank you guys, and I wish you the best of luck.